given the new identity. It is x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. So let's learn this. It's quite easy. You should remember that. The terms which are given the perfect cube should be written here, x plus y plus z. Now how to remember the second bracket? So whatever the three terms, we should do the square of those three terms. It's x square plus y square plus z square. Then minus first second, minus second third, and minus third first term. It's quite easy to remember. The terms which are given the perfect cube should be written the cube root. Into the second bracket, the square of all the three terms. Then minus into first second, minus into second third, minus into third first. So this is the formula which you have to remember. Let's start with the sums. Let's see this sum which based on the previous identity which we discussed. You can see there are three perfect cube terms and minus one term. So four terms are there. So again let's convert this into the standard form. X cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. So you can see that this I have written into the standard form. It is a cube of 3x, it is a cube of y, it is a cube of z. In the first bracket it should be 3x, second term and the third term. You can see 3 3s are 9xyz. So we have written into the standard form. Now we discuss the formula how it should be written. All the three terms, that is 3x plus y plus z. Now the second bracket should be based on this square of first plus square of second plus square of third minus first second minus second third minus third and first. So just substitute the values. Here it is 3x the first term, second term, third term, first term, second term, third term and first term. Let us expand this. So we can see that the first term should remain as it is. That is 3x plus y plus z. Square of 3x, that is 9x square. Square of y, it's y square. Square of z is z square. Minus, it is 3xy. Minus yz. And minus 3zx or 3xz. So this is the factorization of the given question. Let's start with the new question. Remember students, this is one of the most important question of this exercise. We have to verify. This is one of the formula which we have just discussed. That x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz is equals to x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus x square minus y square minus zx. But you can see that we have to verify this value also. So again let us simplify the RHS to obtain the left hand side. So the right hand side they have given, that is half into x plus y plus z into x minus y the whole square plus y minus z the whole square plus z minus x the whole square. So remember students, do not simplify this one, expand this by using the formula x minus y the whole square. The perfect square trinomial formula I am going to use for this. It is a square minus 2ab plus b square. If you remember, we have already discussed this formula in the first part of this chapter. X square minus 2xy plus y square. The same for the second bracket. Y square minus 2yz plus z square. And the same I use for the third one. Z square minus 2xz plus x square. So this is what we obtain. Still we'll keep the first two terms, that is the bracket and the half, as it is. Now let us find out which are the like terms. You can see that this x, the y and y, same way z and z. Rest no like terms are there. So we can see we have x square 2 times, we have y square 2 times, we have z square 2 times. And the rest of the terms, let us write down as it is. There are no other like terms are there. Now you observe this second bracket. So you can see that the 2 is common. So we keep rest of all the terms still as it is without doing any kind of changes. And I'll take out 2 common from this. As 2 is common, so the rest of the terms should remain as it is. I have taken out 2 common, remember students. So we are not going to change the sign of the any term. And already these 3 are in the product. So 2 should remain into the product and I can cut this. So now when I cut this, you can see that it is in the form of x plus y plus z, x square plus y square plus z square minus x square minus yz minus zx. Now it is the formula of x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus xy minus yz minus zx. Thus we obtain the left hand side. So just go through this question sum again. It is one of the most important question of this exercise. Let's see one more question. This question again, it's a kind of verify. We have to show that. See, that is the difference between verify. That means it can be same, it cannot be. But when we have to show that, that means you have to prove this value is equals to this one. So now this is also one kind of formula will obtain. So if it is minus here, x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz, we know the formula. So let us use the same formula. So that is, I'll write the formula of x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. This is one of the identity just we discussed. So that is x plus y plus z, x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. Now here they have given one condition, but they have given x plus y plus z is 0. So you can see that in whole left hand side and right hand side both the terms, here the x plus y plus z is there. So let us substitute 0 for that term. So the rest of the terms will keep it as it is, x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. This value is 0. Now it is x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. So in this step what I have done, only for this value I have substituted 0 which is given into the question. Now we know 0 multiply to any number. Yes, that is 0. So x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz is equals to 0. I take this negative term to the right hand side. Look at that, what we have to prove. We obtain it. X cube plus y cube plus z cube is equals to 3x, y and z. Hence, we'll come to the conclusion. So this is again one of the formula which we'll discuss into the next question. Let's see this sum. It's based on the previous exercise which we derived. Previous formula which we derived. Without actually doing the calculation, doing the cube, using the identity we have to find out the value. It won't given that we have to do the cube of this 3 then do the addition. No, it won't be like this, and if you go by that way, you won't get the marks as well as the sum become quite lengthy. So you can see there are 3 numbers and all are the perfect cube. You always observe either one or the 2 terms must be given negative. So what we'll do here, we will suppose this all the number as the variable x, y and z. So the first number is x, is y and z. Why I have done this? To use the previous formula which we have done. Let us do the sum of this 3. You observe that the sum is 0. So what we discussed, when x plus y plus z is 0, so the formula x cube plus y cube plus z cube is 3x, y, z. Got it? Now we have x cube plus y cube plus z cube already given in the form. So let us use that. X as minus 12, y as 7 and z as 5. So let us substitute this value. So 3x is minus 12, y is 7 and z is 5. So nothing, we have to just do the product. So 7, let's keep it as it is. I'll do the product of this 2, that is minus 60 and this 7 as it is. Now 7 6 are, it's 42, 3 into minus 420. Now it's quite easy to do the product. 3 2s are 6, 4 3s are 12. So we can say that the evaluation or answer of this question is minus 1260. Let us see this question. It is quite interesting. See, it is given into the question that give possible expression for the length and breadth of the following rectangle. So you can see that they have given the area of a rectangle. Suppose I will tell you, let's understand this by an example. Suppose area of a rectangle is given 6. So what are the possible values of length and breadth? So it's based on the given number. So what we'll do, we'll find out all the possible factors of this given number. So we can say either length is 1, then breadth 6, or length 6, breadth 1, or length is 2, breadth is 3, or length is 3, breadth is 2. So basic what is given into the question, whatever the area is given, we have to find out the possible factors of the given question. Got it? So here we should remember that the area is given, which is given into the form of quadratic polynomial. So we have to find out the possible factors of this given question. We have already discussed that how to find out the factors of a quadratic polynomial, that is by splitting method. But what the splitting method which we discussed in the exercise 2.4, and here method is same, but here you can see that coefficients are quite different, that is greater. So what I used to tell that we have to do the product, then find all the possible factors. If we go for the same, अगर मैं यहाँ पे भी इनका प्रोडक्ट करके पॉसिबल फैक्टर्स निकालूं, so you can see that number of factors are more. So let's see how to get this. See, here it is 25, so we'll write the prime factors of 25. As it is 12, so the prime factors of 12. See what I have written, I have written the prime factors of the coefficient of x square, that is a square, and the constant. Now these are the prime factors of the product of these two. इन दोनों के प्रोडक्ट का ये प्राइम फैक्टर्स हैं. अब इसके हमें पॉसिबल फैक्टर्स ऐसे लाने हैं. यू रिकॉल दैट 3 थिंग्स हम याद रखते थे. द फर्स्ट, किसके फैक्टर्स निकालने हैं, क्या लाना है और कैसे लाना है. किसके फैक्टर्स निकालने हैं, वी ऑब्टेन द फैक्टर्स. क्या लाना है, -35. हाउ टू गेट इट, बाय एडिशन. सो लेट्स सी दैट which are the possible factors to obtain 35. So look at this, what I am trying to do this. I'll make the pair of different terms. See, 5 2s are 10 and the rest of 3. 5 2s are 10, 3s are 30. So this, when I do the product, it must be the same. But you can see, is the addition is 35? No. So the two terms which are taken in a pair and the rest 3 are not correct. So let me change it. Let me take 5 and 3 one more time. So 5 3s are, and the rest 5 into 2 into 2. So now 5 3s are 15 and 5 4s are 20. You can see that again the product is 300, but look at the addition. It's 35. So this is one another way to obtain the middle term. This we can use when the product is quite lengthy. If the number is 600, 2000, 1500, whatever, if it is a larger number, so we can use this method. So let's write this again. You can take the any two numbers, it won't be like this. So first I have written the prime factors of 25, then prime factors of 12. So the two numbers, it's 5 3s are 15 and 5 4s are 20. So the factors are 15 and 20. Both the numbers should be negative, so we can obtain -35. So let's find the factors. So 25a square minus 15a minus 20a plus 12. Take out the common from first to last two. You can see that 5a is common. So it remains 5a minus 3. Here minus 4 is common. So 5. I have taken out minus, so the sign has to be changed. So this both the bracket must be equal. It's 5 minus 3. And another is 5 minus 4. As we got into the factors form, so we can say that if the length is 5 minus 3, then the breadth is 5 minus 4. Your answer can be the length this and the breadth this. But we have to find out the factors and which we obtain. Thank you. Look at this question. It is almost like the previous one which we have done. In the previous question, the solid was, or the object is given rectangle. Here the solid object is given and that is cuboid. Cuboid has length, breadth and height. So the volume is given. We have to find out all the three dimensions. Three dimensions of cuboid is length, breadth and height. So again the concept is the same. We have to find out the factors of this, but remember that we should get three factors. So one is length, another is breadth, third is height. So let's do the same thing. Again it's a quadratic polynomial. We can say that 3x is common. So it remains x minus 4. So you can see that what could be the length. This can be written 3 into x minus 4. So now hope you understand that the length could be 3, breadth could be x and the height could be x minus 4. You can write this length, breadth, height, or you can change it. Fine. So these are the three factors. Let's see one more question. They have given again the volume of this cuboid. And the volume is given 12ky square plus 8ky minus 20k. So we can observe from all these three terms 4k is common. So when take out 4k, it is 3y square plus 2y minus 5. As we have done the previous one, this could be the length, breadth and height. But wait a minute. You can see that it's a quadratic polynomial. So again the factors are possible. So we have to do that. Find the possible factors. As we discussed, 5 3s are 15. We have to obtain 2. So we obtain the same factors. So 5 3s are 5 minus 3, we obtain 2. So common from first two and last two. So the common is y only. So it is 3y plus 5 minus 1. So 3y plus 5. So 4k, one is 3y plus 5 and another is y minus 1. So now we should consider this as a length, this as a breadth and y minus 1 as the height. You can change also, but these are the three required factors. Thank you.